I'm starting on my front cover with an image from the National Museum of Fine Arts in Bishkek. And Bishkek remains a particularly pure example of Soviet urban design. Very little has changed, actually, and it's interesting if you mention something, they say, oh, we don't really think about the Soviet past, we haven't kind of analysed the Soviet past very much. One of the things I hope to do is to show how space drives behaviour rather than, or as well as the other way round. It has to be said that for somebody who came from the sort of chaos of London's city planning, there seemed to be something which is clearly far more regimented about Soviet space. And you only then noticed, for example, in Voronezh, the city where I spent a year as a student, you only later noticed that there were wooden houses in the middle, that they weren't plumbed, there were pumps on the street. And in Yerevan, where we were in February 1981, we also noticed that behind the facades of these magnificent Tamanyan buildings were quite different shacks. And beside the, at that stage famous Dvorets Молодежи, or the sort of the youth, Palace of Youth, so literally kind of 200 meters from that was a small shrine in which people had left chicken feet as a sacrifice to the icon. So there was a sense of this contestation of urban space even back then if you had an experienced eye.